What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Jab Queen Boxer, and we are back for yet another one. Before we get into this video, make sure you smash the like button on your way in. If you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do so. We are live Thursdays and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Make sure you pull up and show us some love. Now, let's get into our video. Today, we are going to talk about Elijah the Wolf Pierce. Elijah Pierce has been boxing since he was 6 years old. Originally, it was a way for him to, bond and stay connected with his father. Somewhere along the line, he fell in love with it and decided to stick with it. So, in 2013, he went to the amateurs. He's faced some really good opponents in the amateurs. And like I said, his amateur record looks nothing like his professional record does. So that shows you and tells you how good he was getting. He went up against Rolando Romero, right, in his amateur career. Now, in this fight, he came out victorious against Rolly. This is not the first time that we've heard against guys, obviously, fighting each other as in the amateurs. And, obviously someone has to be the winner, so someone coming out on top. As you can see, there is some really good back and forth. Rolly apparently has always been awkward, but it allowed Pierce to adapt to Rolly's awkward style. It allowed him to learn early on how to deal with different styles, how to approach different situations. And no, every situation he did not come out victorious, but he kept fighting. He kept going. He fought Rolly amateurs. He beat him. He fought Bruce Carrington in the amateurs. He beat him. They fought again. Bruce beat him. So back and forth. As I said, his amateur career looks nothing like his pro career. His amateur, I believe he went 10-8. And obviously, being in the amateurs, that means he's young, right? Time to perfect his craft, time to, fix whatever it is that is not going in his way in that ring. So he went back to the drawing board, kept working on different things, advancing, growing stronger. As I said, working on his endurance, working on his strength. And in 2014, we had the infamous sparring session with him and Gervonta Tank Davis. I believe they were about 17 and 18. I forget which one was 17 and I forget which one was 18. But he was brought to Gervonta's gym to get in some good work, some sparring sessions. And as you can see, he's in there with them. He's holding his own. I really don't take a lot, as we know, from sparring, but this is good work for a young man who's coming into the game, getting an opportunity, both of them, to see what it may be like if they have to face each other somewhere down the line, and to help each other perfect their crafts. Iron sharpening iron is what they usually call it. But nevertheless, this young man at the time, he is not going to quit. You can see that from the sparring session. You can see that in the amateurs. He has a fire inside of him that he just refuses to let burn and fizzle out. So, what does he do? 2016, he turns pro, making his pro debut against Duarte Tucker. He is now on an 8-fight win streak. That streak doesn't change until he runs into Giovanni Cabrera in 2018. When he got in there with Gianni, obviously still being, new to the game and whatnot. There was some good back and forth going on in there. He could have let his hands go a little more, in my opinion, but whatever. But he got in there, he gave it his best, and unfortunately, he did not come out victorious in this particular situation. He went on to fight, obviously. He lost what, one more time? I think Siami Segwa in 2019. That was his second and final loss to this date. It's 2025, guys. After his second loss, unfortunately, in the ring, he started having some troubles outside of the ring as well. Because what he learned was not everyone is with you for the right reasons. He ended up getting divorced after his second loss and basically written off by people. He had to start all over. These are some people that he thought he had his back. But this is what helped him become the wolf. Now, with 4 kids, a renewed focus, understanding what's fully at stake here. I mean, obviously, he knew that he has to get back in that ring. Now, after his second and final loss thus far, he started naming some names and calling some people out.
Love to the creator and everybody who rock with the campaign. You know what's going on. The hunt continues always, and it shall remain until I'm amongst the pinnacle of the greats in this boxing game, you feel me? I've been kind of out the way, handling daddy duty and my newborn son coming into this month. But check this. I just made my ascension to 126, and I'm with all the smoke. I got an introductory fight in April, and after that is green lights on any and everybody. Nick Ball, Espinoza, Angelo Leo, and most importantly, Stephen Ho-Ass Fulton. Hey, congratulations on your title win last night. But just know it's short-lived because I'm coming to ice your goofy-ass cool boy. Looking like a Def Jam Fight for New York character with that corny nut-ass fit on like we ain't in 2025, crazy man. But anyways, for the fans, just so y'all know, my last couple fights, I was having some tough weight cuts that hindered my performances. Plus all the duck hunting was getting old. Case in point, Rabisi Ramirez, he actually picked Espinoza over me, still lost. MJ Akhmadalov or whatever his name is, he been chasing the Inouye bag ever since he fumbled to Tapales. He ducked me twice. So just saying that to say, if y'all thought it was sweet over here, y'all better quiet all that up real soon. I guarantee that. And I'm going to prove why I'm the most avoided fighter in the sport. Stay tuned, because it's about to get ugly.
I think it's safe to say that this young man is not playing. Um, he appears to be on a mission. It looks like he may have found a more comfortable and suitable weight class for him to contend in. As you heard him, he wants all the big names. Obviously, he's already faced some of them and feels he could face them again in the pros and be successful. But he looks like he's out here looking for all the smoke, which brings us to the fight on Friday that possibly earned him knockout of the year. Now, as we saw, he went down in the first round, got up and proceeded to make him pay, as you can see, almost putting him through the ropes. So I think that it is a safe assumption to say that when he puts his mind to something and he gets focused, I mean, really focused, this young man is nothing to fuck around with. He does not seem to be looking to play with his food after obviously getting caught in the first round. It just became all bad for Demarius. I mean, really all bad, to where he ended up, as I said, getting a ninth round KO. I love it when they shake shit up. This is going to get very interesting, and I can't wait to see who this young man's next opponent is. He seems to be calling out them names, so we shall see. Until next time, y'all know what to do. Catch me on a panel.